Welcome to YellBro. I am Jordan, and today I saw this video on Savvy Sabs of this Matt Miller guy, a former State Department person for the Joe Biden administration, or State Department spokesperson, I believe is his job. And I find it quite interesting. But first, don't forget to share, support, hopefully donate to all the links in the description box. Check them out, read them, share them, then donate. Much appreciated. Thank you. Mucho gracias. Wait. Whatever. You get what I'm saying. Anyways, this Matt Miller guy. Listen, I'll be real with you. I have for a long time looked at politics as the bottom of the fucking barrel. You know, not everyone involved in it, but the genre itself is kind of bottom tier compared to things like philosophy, morality, psychology, the big hitters. So there was years where I just wasn't looking so in depth, during the Biden administration. Although people are telling me that Trump is worse than him or something. But at the very least, even though I don't agree with that, and I would say at the very least, on the whole Gaza, biggest genocide in modern history, like blatant genocide in modern history, it seemed to equal each other. But as I did like a video, I don't know when I did it, a while ago, about some Biden administration people talking about that they there was no attempts of working towards a ceasefire. Israel got whatever they wanted. There was no attempts to stop a blatant genocide from happening. And now another person that worked for Joe Biden or his administration is now going to admit that that there were war crimes happening. Maybe he won't call it a genocide, but he'll say war crimes are happening. In which case, it's like, wait a minute. You wait till you have no position of power to do anything about it to then tell us? What the fuck? Can you explain yourself? It's beyond me. It's beyond me. I say this jokingly a lot. Well, I might not be joking every time I say it, but I'm like, yo, I wish I had this fucking type of intellectual shielding, right? Someone that will defend anything I fucking say, no matter what. That will protect me, no matter what. That's what I fucking need. And guys like this did this for the Biden administration and Israel and all that shit. And guess what? People might do that for him again. Because, like, look, he had the courage to stand up and say something. Like, yeah, years too late. Like, you're culpable, bro. Turn yourself in. But, yo, listen. I fucked up. I should go to jail for this, but I probably won't. So instead, I'm going to dedicate my life to doing better. Very simple. I mean, to take that leap isn't so simple. It's a little difficult for a lot of people. But I'm saying, like, the action itself is simple. Pretty easy to do. Or pretty, like, there's no crazy rocket science needed. Just take the steps. It's like, yo, I fucked up so badly that there are people being massacred on my watch. I was a part of that. I'm taking responsibility for it. Thus, I will take the following steps, to try to alleviate such a thing. But whatever, listen, no one's held to account. We know this. Just saying words out loud might be good enough for a lot of people. It's not good enough for me. I say go back to kindergarten, learn some ethics from there, and then work your way up through the grades and come back to us. But, that's just my opinion. But whatever. Let's go on with this video. Let's hear from what is this? Saw this on Sabby Saps. Breakthrough news. I think it's the same link that I got from Sabby's fucking chat. Right? Here's her chat. She's live right now. See that? One of her mods sent me the link. I thanked them for it, obviously. Shout out to Sabby Sabs. And I guess we're gonna see a highlight reel for Matt Miller here. All right, here we go.
that you have this site where Hamas is hiding inside a school, other militants are hiding inside a school. Those individuals are legitimate targets, but at the same time, they're embedded near civilians. Israel has a right to try and target those civilians. Gaza has been...
Whoa. I would assume you got cut off there, but I would assume you mean like Israel's allowed to target those civilian, like typically civilian institutions and buildings and stuff, because Hamas is hiding behind every little bookcase, every little cubby, every hospital bed, every fucking IV drip. Hamas is hiding behind it. Thus, you're allowed to just blow up all these places willy-nilly. This is clear as day the old world of saying things, right? And they said it for years and years. They said it before October 7th. They would say these things years and years, because Israel's been bombing those type buildings before October 7th. And this was the rhetoric that was used over and over and over again. And now the world is changing a bit. Once again, the public changed. So, or their attention spans, they somehow gathered some of this information and started caring about it and talking about it and sharing videos about it and making their own videos about it and all that stuff to such a degree that even these people had, like, after years and years of excusing it, are now have to say something in response to it. Because history, once again, you are living in the middle of a possible socially, consensus agreed upon Holocaust genocide thing happening in our lifetimes. This is not 1940. In our lifetimes right now. That is happening. And these guys are aware, like, fuck. Not saying, maybe this guy had an epiphany. Depending on what he says next, right? Maybe he hasn't had an epiphany. But at the very least, you have to save your own ass by saying, well, I don't like what they're doing, At the very least. But let's hear them out. Here we go.
They're embedded near civilians. Israel has a right to try and target those civilians. Gaza has been such a horrific situation for so long. It's not productive to call on Israel to stand down on any one military tactic. The effect of that war was crushing. Crushing. To look at what was happening to children every day in that war.
How is it to come that UN, Human Rights Watch, Amnesty, International Criminal Court can all find compelling evidence of war crimes by Israel, and the United States, with its enormous powers of intelligence and direct contact with Israel, can't find those things?
I would say that different organizations have different burdens, different responsibilities, and we take ours very seriously and are taking these assessments very seriously and want to finish them as soon as possible, but it's important that we get them right. Gaza is...
Like, oh my God. What the fuck? You see why I call people dweebs? You see why I say, like, motherfuckers that should be stuffed in lockers? Do you see why I say these things now? Holy shit. I mean, seriously. Front of the classroom, little dweeb asking for extra homework on the weekend. That's this little fuck right here. That's who you're looking at. Hopefully, he can work his way up to becoming a nerd, and nerds are cool. This guy, dweeb. Full-blown dweeb.
These assessments very seriously and want to finish them as soon as possible, but it's important that we get them right. Gaza has been such a horrific situation for so long.
Don't you think that...
I want to slap the makeup off of him. But I wouldn't do that. I'm nonviolent, But I want to slap the makeup off him and watch it splatter on the fucking wall. This little pretty pussy. Here we go.
Something that the State Department should consider launching an atrocity determination on?
I want her to spank me and
you've also said in your NSM report that it is possible that there may have been violations.
So we do have processes ongoing to look at whether there have been violations of international humanitarian law.
Is atrocity determination one of them?
I'm not going to speak to that in specific, but that's why the president says the answer to that question is uncertain, is because we don't know the answer. To look at...
So some fucker with his camera phone, camera phone, is outflanking the U.S. State Department on information? Like, come on. Oh man, this is gonna turn into shit talking really quick. Like, I think we're already there. We're in shit talking territory. If Jesus showed up, this fool's running for his life. It's like, oh fuck, run! if there was some like recourse for immoral actions, like non-socially speaking, but like actually like some sort of woo-woo metaphysical religious thing for doing cunty things, this fool is running. He's running for his life. 100%. I think he knows exactly what the fuck was going on over there. Or a decent amount of it. And knew there's at the very least, this is the way the woman asked the question, too. At the very least, there's like one incident, right, with something. Well, we have ongoing investigations and we don't know yet, you know. It's like, what? I need security detail like that, bro, in my life to defend my intellect and my psyche wherever I go. Yeah, these guys are progressive, huh? These guys are progressive, bro. They're thinking in love of all humanity type ways, aren't they? I mean, someone tell me, like, which is worse? I know there's like a lesser evil thing with people, but I see the same thing. I see one side, let's say the Trump administration, where they're like, yeah, we bombed them. What the fuck are you going to do about it? Right? And then behind the scenes, they actually bomb them. And you have these guys like, well, the strategical statistics of the data points said that it would more likely cause less harm if we pinpointed our directional missiles in this direction over here. The result, same thing the Trump administration was doing. Same fucking thing. Different rhetoric behind it. That's what I see. Here's our excuse. Trump administration will say, we don't give a fuck. The Biden administration will say, oh, we're trying to do the right thing, but, you know. Next question. That's what we're getting, bro. As a society. And I beg people to look past the veneer, look past the rhetoric, and actually pay attention to what they're saying and then what actually happens in the world. Like, follow up. Follow up with the results of things. You say these words, what's the result? You do these actions, what's the result? Follow up with it. And then I think you'll see quite clearly, it's like there's no difference. Damn near. No fucking difference. And the differences that are there had nothing to do with morally different or better or worse results. But then who am I? Some YouTuber. All right, here we go.
Specific, but that's why the president says the answer to that question is uncertain, is because we don't know the answer. To look at what was happening to children every day in that war.
So despite these assessments, you think there is no change in the U.S. policy to continue providing arms to Israel?
There is no change in our policy. As you know, we paused one shipment. We have not, but we have not changed our overall policy, and we will continue to support Israel's security. Gaza is
put in terms of security because, right, they're trying to make it sound like, yeah, we're trying to do the right thing. We're helping their security. I mean, the Trump administration kind of sounds the same way, but they're like, yeah, but they're evil. That's why we're killing them. Duh. We're trying to help kill them. These guys are evil, rapist, killers. We need to kill them. Duh. That's... but the same actions happen anyways.
We have not changed our overall policy, and we will continue to support Israel's security. Gaza has been such a horrific situation for so long. We have always made clear that we are committed to the defense of Israel. We will continue to support the defense of Israel. I think it is without a doubt true that Israel has committed war crimes.
You wouldn't have said that at the podium.
Yeah, look, because when you're at the podium, you're not expressing your personal opinion. You're expressing the conclusions of the United States government.
Oh my dear fucking lord! If you want to talk about sin against YellBro and the way I think about things, that is crime, the biggest crime on the planet, bro. It's not about your personal opinion. It's about like, well, wait a minute. If you don't agree with it, then why the fuck are you spouting it? Why are you working for them and when they're doing shit you don't like? Is it a paycheck? Has to be a paycheck, right? It's got to be a paycheck. Otherwise, what the fuck are you doing? I mean, I don't agree with, all these children dying, but you know what? It's my job. I get paid to do this.
I paid a mortgage off, you know what I mean? That's fucked up, dude, but yeah. My kids went to college.
I mean, it was them, not me. It's not my opinion. It's their opinion. It's just my job to repeat what they say. Actually, no, it's not. Because someone's asking you a question. Isn't it supposed to be like you're so one-to-one with your higher-ups, right, his bosses, that your opinions are so in agreement with each other that you will speak what, like when you speak, it's like they're speaking. That's kind of his job, right?
Yeah.
If his opinion was absolutely way different than the administration, how the fuck could he be a spokesperson for them? He's not a spokesperson for them, right? At that point, or spokesperson for the idea itself, for the team itself, right? You're not that then. You're just lying for someone else. That's all you're doing at that point. Holy fuck. I mean, like in your face, that's such a slap to the face. It's insulting to everyone's intelligence at that point. But all right, there you go.
When you're at the podium, you're not expressing your personal opinion. You're expressing the conclusions of the United States government. The United States government had not concluded.
As Dubster said, oh, so you're just a coward. Got it. Got it. No other words needed. I'm actually quoting Dubster on this one. Oh, you're just a coward then. Makes sense. Like, yeah, this guy smells like a coward, talks like a coward, and
he looks like a cat.
Yeah, he should move into a locker right now, like preemptively. Just sit in the locker, wait for someone to get you out of there. Here we go.
Defense of Israel. I think it is
wait for the
without a doubt true that Israel has committed war crimes.
You wouldn't have said that at the podium.
Yeah, look, because when you're at the podium, you're not expressing your personal opinion. You're expressing the conclusions of the United States government. The United States government had not concluded that they've committed war crimes. Still have not concluded that.
But your personal view is they have.
And they
were while you were there.
But yes. But
Fair enough. I don't even need to surround. Guys, face
important.
Camera. Oh man. So, but yeah, these things were happening while you were there, and they're still happening now. It's like, so right now, as of right now, after seeing, once again, there's more to the video, right? You have to leave room for nuance, right, and more context. But the portion of this video that I just watched, it's like, so you're telling me that, like, if I had to guess, if me, Jordan, had to guess, I'm thinking this guy is seeing the writing on the wall, and he's trying to get ahead of it and say, like, yo, I mean, I don't agree with what they're doing, because I think he realizes that the public realizes how bad it is over there. Like, people in this country and definitely all over the world, people are realizing, like, yo, this is, like, such a blatant crime against humanity. Like, blatant. As blatant as it gets. And then imagine the internet's around, which it is, where all the video clips and all the statements and all the personal testimony and all the doctors and teachers and kids and all these people that are dying or reporting on things or talking about this. The videos of people, like, down to their bones starving. The blown up bodies everywhere. The crying parents with their children dead. The crying kid with their whole family fucking dead, and they're the only ones left. The people burning. The people with bullets in their fucking bodies. I'm smelling this guy came out to save his own ass. And I agree with Dubster. Like, all you're telling me throughout this small section of dialogue is that you're a fucking coward. And you should have never had this job in the first place. You should, once again, quit. I mean, if you want to go Jesus level, quit, give all your money away, and go live with the poorest people in the world and learn from them. Start there. Give away your suits, lose your makeup, no more expensive haircuts, get rid of your car, get rid of all your possessions, and go do something else. But then again, if you're a coward, would you do that? Or would you just hide behind, at least we're not Trump. Look what Trump did. Look what Trump's doing. And then if that's not good enough, well, that was the Biden administration. I had no choice. My job was to be a spokesperson. I had no choice but to do this. Loser. Peak loserdom. All right, there's your video. I mean, like, can't say I'm surprised. Never heard of this fucking guy before. But people in the Biden administration thinking they can walk away from what the fuck happened when he was president, you're out of your fucking minds. Considering the carnage people have seen. Good luck separate. Like, that didn't start when Trump walked into the office in January. That didn't start right there. That was happening. Like, right in front of you guys. You're like, yeah, we're going to continue to arm them and give them weapons. We know who they're killing. We know what they're doing, but let's feed them weapons anyways. Shameful. But there's your video. Please subscribe if you like. Comment, agree, disagree. Tell me what you think. If you know more, please send me stuff on the Biden administration. I would love that. If people find more stuff, I'll be looking myself. But if you're like, yeah, Jordan, please do a video on this, I'll do it. Send it to me. If YouTube blocks you from sending something, describe it in words or something I should search for, and then I'll do it myself. Pretty simple. Don't forget to share, support, hopefully donate to all the links in the description box. Check them out, read them, share them, then donate. Thank you. And with all that said, give this video a thumbs down.
Say you wanna get in.